Good morning, class. Hope everyone's having a good week. Man, if you can believe it, the end of the semester is getting very, very close. So again, being in April now, if go ahead and look at the schedule. So we are doing a discussion, this week currently on. Bridging organizational structure, that type of growth, and you specifically. So that's going to be due, on April 10th. But then if you think about it, after we finish this week's discussion, we have a discussion next week, then an essay the week after that, and then we're in the final week in the first week of May in our reflection discussion, and the class is done. So there's no final exam or anything. So we have three more discussions and one essay, and then the class is completed. So that's this semester has just flown by. So it's really amazing, when we really get into the heart of it, how it goes. So. Just a couple quick things as we finish out. So first off, you will see, and I'll put this in an announcement as well, but again, I just posted your grades on the leadership discussion from last week. So if you have any questions about your grade, go ahead and email me and let me know. So one thing that I want to bring into your attention regarding that is, is the classmate response. A lot of you or the vast majority of the class always does a really good job on your initial post. You bring in several outside sources, which is always good. This week, the TED Talk that was part of our discussion, a lot of you did a really good job of incorporating the TED Talk into your discussion on servant leadership and how that developed. So I was very, very pleased about that. So where I'm starting to see some things is either a lot of students are missing. You forget to do your classmate response. And that's a big part of a grade. In these discussions. So. You've heard me say several times throughout the semester, I get that things come up. You get sick, you have kids that get sick, you get busy at work, whatever it is. If you are unable to complete especially the response by the due date, and you need an extra day or day and a half to complete your classmate response, send me an email in advance, and maybe you and I can work something out. Because again, I hate giving zeros on parts about not completing. Because again, this class is, as long as you hit the high points and really make sure that you do all the responses that I asked for with citations, you're usually going to get a pretty good grade. So I hate to give zeros if you forget to do your classmate response. So make sure, if you're going to be late on that, let me know in advance. Maybe we can work something out. So, and also remember with your citations, and I put this in several of your responses, make sure in your citations you're also using sources. Usually with an initial post, I like to see anywhere between 2 to 4 sources, but especially with your classmate responses, I do want to see at least one response, if not 2. So make sure that you always incorporate that as well, because again, it's an easy way to gain extra points in the grading rubric. So, and remember, if you're ever unsure about how I am grading, with every assignment there is a grading rubric. So make sure that you read through there, and that'll tell you the things that I'm grading you on. And again, if you have questions on that, please let me know. So. Well, finally, as you've heard me say before, I hate giving zeros, obviously. So if any of you are missing assignments, you received a 0 for not completing the assignment at all, and you would like to make up those points, again, send me an email, and maybe we can work something out so that, again, you can get credit for, at least partial credit for assignments that you didn't turn in. Because, again, I hate giving zeros, and I want to try to give you as many points as possible. So. All right. Well, again, let's talk. We're talking about organizational structure and growth this week. Let's keep this great momentum that we have going. Don't forget about the due dates for this week's discussion. Your initial post on Saturday by 3:00 Eastern time, and then your classmate response at least one by Monday at noon. So again, if you have any questions, please let me know. But let's finish the semester strong. Thanks, everyone.